Galatzer, and I run a small business called Bike Basket Pies. I deliver handmade pies on a bike. I really wanted to work with food in a way that sort of a way that I believed in, you know, like using like local ingredients, organic ingredients, and I didn't know how to do it without a lot of startup capital, and I was really broke. I was living at a friend's house, I was on food stamps, like I was hella broke. And I saw like other people starting food carts and stuff just kind of out of their backyards, basically, or on their alleys, and they were doing this without any real repercussions, but it seemed like a really good way to test out the waters, like to see if I could make something, you know, that I was good at and sell it and see if, you know, it could be successful. So I borrowed a friend's bike with a basket and made some little handheld pies, little galettes, and sold them in a park. I really let it grow organically. Like, it's, you know, it's a delivery system, but like the first week I did it, I just sold pies in the park. And like the next week I was going to do the same thing, but a friend of mine who worked downtown was just kind of like, come, you know, can't you just, you have a bike, come deliver them. And so after that, it was pretty much straight up delivery. Like I never just sold at the park anymore. And that, so I really let it grow via demand. The idea that you can get something that's made by the person who's, you know, handing it to you is really, it's definitely a big plus, you know. Like there's a story behind food, and having a story behind your food is really important here, I think. I mean, I started just straight up on Twitter. You know, now I have like a website. So I definitely started mainly on Twitter, use social media, eventually transitioned to website, but for the most part it's word of mouth. It's friends telling friends, it's me occasionally selling at like events or parties or something. Like I send out a menu on Thursdays and then people just, emails just roll in. I have a couple customers who will, like I know exactly where their office is and stuff like that, so they'll just like reply me on Twitter when I put up my, you know, put up my menu and say like, hey, I want one of each, you know, at the office on Tuesday. And so, you know, I know that means like after 11 a.m. and I know where their office is. You know, after a little while of kind of doing this very DIY and very homemade, I started bartering for kitchen space out of the restaurant that I was in, and you know, essentially became a legitimate business because I was able to barter for space. So I really grew like very small. I kept it kind of controlled, and now I rent space in a kitchen, in a commercial kitchen around here.